Hi, my name is Stephen Hodges, board member with the Oregon Fire Service Museum, and I want to say thank you for joining us for our Father's Day Firehouse Fun event. And I wanted to do a little bit of a virtual overview of the event to make sure that you're going to get the most amount of fun out of our day today. We're going to go over where the bathrooms are, what museums are going to be open, and where everything is going to be. So if you're bringing kids, if you're bringing dogs, whatever, you're going to be all set and ready to go for our Father's Day event. All right, this is what you want to look for, and then you're going to head down just that direction right there. So once you come up our main entrance here, this sign right here says the museum stuff that's open, but we're gonna have a booth right here say that the cruise-in people go straight ahead if you are going to put your car in the cruise-in, and if not, general admission is out this way, and there's plenty of parking in both directions. So as you can see, we have plenty of parking, and this is for general admission, and you'll come over here to our general admission. We call this the farm gate. And once you're in here, in order to go get to the event from here, so you head that way and a little bit off to the right, and I'll show you what that looks like. But while I'm over here, I want to go ahead and mention that the Willow Creek Railroad is going to be open. This is great for the kids. It's lots of fun. Make sure to check them out. You'll come here, and this is what we call our parade grounds. Now, if you head just down that way or over across past our seam tractors, that's where our event's going to be. Back there, we'll have plenty of signs back here as well. So you can just cut straight across the field to be able to get there. You can take this path and loop back to the blue building back there. That is the truck museum. So the cruise-in and our museum, you see just the top of it is right over there. And this is for general admission. Over here is where we're gonna have our cruise-in guests come in. And so if you wanted to walk down here and then hang a left, that's also a way to go and get to the event. Also over here is our model train museum. The Willamette Valley Model Railroad Museum is going to be open as well. So if you're coming in for the cruise-in, we're going to have you lined up right here. And here is where we're going to be taking your admission and giving you some instructions for where to go next, which is, conveniently enough, just straight down here. Head straight down, you'll see the Texaco sign that's down there. That's about where you're going to be taking a left, and that's where you're going to be parking. So if you're coming in from the cruise-in, you're going to be coming from that direction. And if you're general admission, you're going to be coming from that direction. And so I wanted to show you, when you get to about right here, a couple of things that we're going to be featuring during our event. First things first, the truck museum. They're going to be open, $5 suggested donation to get in, 80 trucks, over 100-year history, which is pretty awesome. Over here, we have our friends over at the Oregon Electric Railway Museum. That awesome, I think it's a 1902 Blackpool, England double-decker trolley that is going to be running during our event, which is going to be awesome. They also have a brand new exhibit that they have in their museum, which is going to be great. Now, over in this area, this is where we're going to have our vendors. So our vendors and our sponsors, we primarily want to thank Payne West Insurance for being here, Cal's Moving Help. There's going to be in this space right here as you're coming into the event. Also, really important, restrooms. So walking just a little bit further, again, Truck Museum is right there. Over there is where the Oregon Electric Railway Museum is, but this is our building that we have, and it is brand new. We just also got our driveway paved last week, so it looks really, really good. So when you get to here at this junction, you have a couple options for things that you can do. So here, if you go ahead and take a right, over in this area, this is also where we're going to have a couple of our vendors that are going to be placed. And a couple of things that even we are going to be selling at the museum. We're going to be using this space for that. So you can see that we have a lot of fire apparatus. And back here, what we're going to have around this area, we're going to have a 1958 Corvallis open top that's going to be right here that you can climb on it. We're going to have one of our volunteers is right here to make sure everyone's going to be safe. But that is what's going to be in this area. And again, you can walk around and take a look at the rest of our apparatus. But again, please don't climb on those, just the one that's going to be parked right here. Now let's go ahead and move back towards that intersection. Again, over here is we're going to have some vendors, a little bit of a swap meet that's going on. Over there, all of our sponsors. Again, there's the Oregon Electric Railway and our friends over at the Pacific Northwest Truck Museum. They're right here as well. Again, go ahead and check them out. Again, fabulous, fabulous exhibit. If you have kids also, there's a really cool kids room if you go in and take a right. That might be a good place for kids to go and play and maybe cool off. And there's our old steamer. This is just fabulous. So this is probably where it's going to be. This one obviously is one that we don't want to be climbing on whatsoever, considering that it's more than 100 years old. But this is our steamer, we call it, and it's going to be prominently displayed out here. But check out this new driveway. and the new banisters that we put up. It just looks fabulous. So these two doors, they're going to be open, and there's a couple of things that you can see on the inside of the museum. Unfortunately, we're not completely open yet. So just the front area is going to be open. There's a nice gallery to be able to see a couple of our older apparatus over here. And then we're going to have some hand carts and some hand pumper apparatus up here, doing a couple of demonstrations with doing some old, like more than 100-year-old hand pumping apparatus is going to be over here in this space. Now moving a little bit farther back, so our friends at the Caterpillar Museum, they're right here. I know that the Car Museum, by the way, the Car Museum is going to be open, so make sure and check them out. They have a lot of really cool, awesome, super vintage stuff that's back there. So this area right here, this is where, if you have your own fire apparatus that you're bringing to our show, this is where you're going to be, because it's front and center, and you can see we're really close to the Fire Museum, again, the Truck Museum, and this is where everyone's coming in. This is also where everyone's going to be going out as well. And also, if you're getting breakfast, I should probably also mention that we're going to be over here with our friends at the Truck Museum, so thanks to them for letting us use that space. So y'all can probably tell, I definitely am super excited about the Father's Day Firehouse Fun. I'm really excited about everything that we have here going on at Powerland Heritage Park. Make sure and come visit us on the 18th of June. We're just one exit north of Salem, Oregon. Come check us out. And really any of our other events, we have the Steam Up, which is probably our biggest event at the park. The last weekend in July, first weekend in August. We also have the Pacific Northwest Truck Show. There's a little bit later in August. And if you want to come and just take a look, or if you want to come volunteer, just go ahead and like and subscribe, and also send a message to me below, and I'd be glad to get you connected with all the fun stuff we have going on here at the park.